know, for the first time ever, Evie Mux did something weird, but we are here for episode 99 of Superstar Spotlight. And before we get all good and started, I want to thank my good sponsors, the great homies, and a new sponsor to the podcast as well. I will shout them out first. Shout out Anti-Everything Films. This lad is out of California. Get your bootlegged wrestling tapes from the homie over there today. We also got Ian30, the homie who makes all the intros, outros, Facebook reels, Instagram clips. That's all the good work of the homie Ian. Shout out Ian. Go get a cool hype package done by the boy today. We also got the Bocce Boys. Shout out Hammer and the crew. I got the flag right behind me. They got shirts, pins, stickers, friggin' shot glasses, pint glasses, hoodies. Who knows what Hammer and the crew are cooking up at thebotcheboys.com. But there's only one way to find out, and that's going over there and getting everything off of it. And we also got the Skittle Squad. Shout out little Skittle doing the damn thing in the Discord every Wednesday. We're on the road to Yardcore 4. Trucks to New York. Be there. King of the Yard. And a couple other cool things that are going to be announced soon. And join the Discord so you're not missing out on any of that. And also, we got the homie Pookie Wrestlers outside the Canadian region. Shout out Pookie. Doing all these great, cool Pookie-fied wrestler designs just like this one right here. And last but not least, my girl B-Dub Photos. Shout out Becca Dub doing the damn thing. Get a cool photographer and do the cool photographer thing. And my guest for the evening, when I first watched a TWE show, this individual came out and absolutely wreaked havoc on I forgot who, but it didn't matter because it was that match that put him under the hot dog radar. So the fact that I finally get to talk to this individual, and especially too with which episode number it is, I feel like this one's gonna be pretty cool because I'm talking about representing KOBK, the biggest man alive since '99. Big Dave is here in the Soup Kitchen Studios. Yeah. What's going on, Dave?
What's up, dude?
I'm so finally here.
It's episode 99, so I feel like it's only fitting. I think the universe perfectly aligned. You hit me at the right time. I responded to you at the right time. Things came together in just the perfect way. So
some guests had to pull. Honestly, I like how it worked out. It's having you as 99, the biggest man alive since 99. It's perfect.
It is pretty sweet.
Dave, we got 21 questions on the board. I hope you are ready, my friend.
Holy shit.
A couple fans submitted, a couple of the ones I usually ask the talent. But okay. Dave, I'm ready to dive deep into the question sheet if you are, my friend.
Dude, let's get after it.
All right, I'll kick it off with the usual. What made you want to become a professional wrestler, and any memory of your first wrestling match?
Like, do you mean like first wrestling match that I ever saw, or my first wrestling match that I had?
Someone else asked this, so give me both. Okay. Honestly.
So the first wrestling match that I could remember seeing, like, isn't really even a wrestling match. My brother had a VHS tape cut that was Raw and Nitros back to back during the Monday Night Wars, so you could watch the Raw from that night, the Nitro from that night, the Raw from the next week, the Nitro from the next week, just like in order. So that's what he would always throw on. So my first memories of wrestling are Sting dropping down from the ceiling and Stone Cold coming to the ring on the Zamboni and jumping off that bitch and fucking
hell yeah,
putting ass whooping on Vince McMahon. Those are like my first memories of wrestling. I don't have like a specific match that I truly remember watching as a kid, but I guess what really made me want to get into wrestling is just I mean, as a kid, you know, people want to be like a police officer, like a damn firefighter, or they're like, I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be the president in kindergarten and all that. Dude, I was like jumping off my mom's fucking four-corner bedpost, getting in trouble for doing swanton bombs because like I wanted to be a wrestler. Like I thought that shit was so cool as a kid, and it was always my escape, just throwing that on the TV, dude. You would never guess it just from the way that I wrestle, I guess, or the way that I am. But Rey Mysterio is my favorite wrestler of all time, probably.
I would never think that.
It's like a tie between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Rey Mysterio. So if that makes any sense at all. But that's because like now, Stone Cold, I would say, is my favorite wrestler of all time. Like just as a person, but as a kid, it was Rey Mysterio. So that's why he'll hold some kind of he'll
Oh
always
my
hold.
goodness!
We have a surprise debut cat. Zelda's here. Zelda's been
Hell
passed off
yeah!
to me.
We are all
Um,
for the furry four-legged friends here at the Superstar Spotlight.
Hello, baby. Um, so those are like my top favorite wrestlers of all time. Just because as a kid, watching Rey Mysterio, I really truly believed as a child if I put on a lucha mask that I could just do a backflip. I thought that was the power. I couldn't. That's the secret is I could not do it. But I really thought that if you just tossed on a lucha mask, it's like, yeah, dude, you can just fly around the ring and do all this stuff. Um, Sorry for the long form rant there.
No, we are all for that here. You don't understand. You are all good.
Um,
But any memory of your first wrestling match and what got you into the training zone?
okay, what got me into the training zone of wrestling? I went to my first New South pro wrestling show at probably about 18 years old. Um, it was just a show in Hartselle, Alabama. I can't remember which specific one it is. They usually run like the same names every year, so I can remember like which year it was and what show it was. But I can't for the life of me remember my first show that I went to. Um, and oddly enough, he just retired, but Cabana Man Dan, when he came
Oh
out,
yeah.
I want to say it was like the New South show that I truly remember was like Haas, whatever year Dan won, because I went to the New South show before the Haas tournament that year, and then was just like, oh, this is pretty cool, and they have a 2-day show in like 2 weeks. I'm definitely going to that. Watch Dan win Haas, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like this guy's so cool. I started just talking with Dump Sanders at the ticket table more, just like, man, I'm pretty young, I'm like 21. I think I'm pretty athletic, I like to give this stuff a shot. At the time the New South Academy was operating, they had a CrossFit gym that we would set the ring up at twice a week for like anywhere between 3 to 6 hours, whatever we could get. So I was able to tap into it that way and really go hard training with Kinsey Page, Cabana Man Dan, Dump Sanders, Donnie Primetime had a lot to do with it, and like various people that would come in and out. And then I don't remember exactly when I found out about my first match, but I want to say it was not a lot of notice. Like they had announced a student show coming up, like a New South Academy showcase, and none of us really knew like what the hell was going on with it. We were just like, okay, this is just a show that's running. Like I didn't really think of it as anything was guaranteed or anything like that. That's kind of how I always am. I just kind of just go and do what you got to do, and then whatever happens, happens. But I want to say maybe like a month before the show to maybe like 3 weeks to a month before the show, I found out that my first match was going to be against Kinsey Page. So that she trained me and all that shit. So I was like, oh shit, this is awesome. I get to wrestle my trainer in my first match. So that's really, I guess, the big takeaway, big memory from my first match is getting to wrestle my trainer was pretty.
Ooh, we had a froze. Oh no. That probably is on my end. Oh, okay, we're good. That was on my.
Are we back?
All of a sudden, everything froze. So that's on.
Yeah, everything froze. Everything froze on my end too. I don't know what was going on there.
I hit a refresh, so we are good. We're back. Evie Mux or the Iowa Wi-Fi is striking us hard, but we are striking with the harder questions. Because now Big Davey talked about the humble beginnings. Now I gotta know, what is the future looking like for KOBK? As you are, as at the moment, you are their most recent new member.
I don't know what the future holds for KOBK. I can say the future's the it's doing pretty good right now. Sean Campbell, Gig City champion. He's doing good up there at TWE. I sadly did lose the New South Championship last night in what was more or less a vicious assault, But so that's not great. But overall, I'd say KOBK's doing good. Mo's hitting the towns. He's flying all over the country.
Oh
He's doing the
yeah.
damn thing with GCW. I'm proud of the boy there. Um, I was just talking to him the other day. Or literally today, I think. Uh, and we talked about how like the first time we met each other was just at like a burrito place in Huntsville, Alabama, because like a mutual friend we had met there, and we just grabbed lunch together and talked. And now, like all these years later, like we didn't really keep in contact after that either. We just kept seeing each other and became friends, and then here we are, all
Hell
these years
yeah. Now
later.
all of a sudden you're part of the big posse.
Yeah, dude.
Which that's gotta be pretty cool. That's some of the baddest motherfuckers. You got
Dude,
Brett
yeah,
Ison, Sean Campbell,
yeah.
yourself.
It's
I
pretty.
mean, you got Mose running the whole thing.
It when Moses on here, he talked about it. So I'll go ahead and just say, like, I was psyched out a little bit at first, dude. When it all first went down, like I didn't know. Of course, like he said, I didn't know what was going on, and they were standing over me. I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on right now? And it wasn't until I stood up and Mose like hugged me, and he said, everybody that couldn't be here is all aboard on this, and there's a spot here with us if you want it. And I said, huh? And he was like just shaking his head, and he was like, yeah, man. And then I looked at Heater, and then I looked at Campbell, and they were just like, yeah, dude. And then they told me a little backstory. Mose had asked me to make a KOBK shirt, extra large, and I had no clue why. So I got the shirt, and I got it made, and then I forgot to take it with me to the show. And then he went at Campbell, like hugs me, and he's like, yeah, the shirt that you were supposed to have made, that was for you. We were going to give it to you right now. And I was like, oh, that would have made much more sense, dude. Like I would have completely understood what was going on if y'all handed me the shirt.
Oh my, that's hilarious. Oh my. And you talked earlier, you talked about burritos. Dave, if you don't know this podcast, we are big on food questions here,
Okay.
Dave.
Food question.
So I gotta know, what is Big Dave's perfect burrito?
The perfect burrito. Let's go brown rice, black beans, steak, spinach. I love spinach. That's if y'all love food, I love spinach. Um, I can't really think of what sauce I would put on that. There would be a sauce, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
nothing springs to mind immediately. Maybe something kind of spicy, you know what I'm saying? Like a nice creamy, spicy hot sauce type deal. And that's it. And grilled. I
I
would want that
love
bitch
it.
grilled. Like wrap it all up
Oh
and then
hell yeah!
fucking press that bitch like a grilled
You gotta
cheese.
see the 3 lines on the burrito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. hundred
And then
percent.
we also got, I love asking this question. I gotta know, Big Dave, how long you been wrestling for?
I've been wrestling for I think coming up on 5 years.
Oh my,
I think September of this year will be 5 years.
5 years doing the damn thing. I gotta know, what is
Doing
your
the damn
favorite
thing.
on the road snack and beverage combo? What are some of your car necessities that you always got on the road?
I'm drinking one right now. This is a big one. Green Apple Ghost. Not sponsored. Not sponsored at all. You don't have to give me free anything. And personally, if you raise the prices, I'd still buy it. You know what I mean? That's a necessity. Is a Green
that's how I
Apple
am.
Ghost.
This beautiful drink right here,
Dude,
Sunny
Sunny D.
D, not a
I'll rock a
sponsor.
Sunny D. I'll
Oh
rock a
yeah,
Sunny D. Dude, I love Sunny D. Um, as far as let me think of I love dude, the Quick Trip mac and cheese is hitting every time.
it's
I don't hear enough people talking about mac and cheese from the Quick Trip, quite frankly. Like when I see tweets, they're like, I still say tweets. I don't know what the fuck else we're supposed to call them. You know what I mean? When I see tweets, they're like shit on social media, and people are talking about gas stations and like where they like to stop and what's going on and all that. I really truly don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about the Quick Trip mac and cheese. That shit is so good. I will just
it's
stop
like
I'll just
it's
stop if
next
I ain't even
level.
got nowhere to go.
Let's get a nice extra large Quick Trip mac and cheese.
100%. Um, But really, just like, dude, I love like the little sour airhead strips. You know what I'm talking about?
The
Them little
rainbow
guys.
ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, those are good for on the road. Those keep you up because you're just chewing. They're extra sour. So good.
But really, it's just energy drinks and that. I don't really like to like eat a lot when I'm out on the road or driving or whatnot. I just like to. We're just driving, dude. I like to listen
Oh
to
yeah,
music.
get there ASAP to that bucket. Nah, I totally
Yeah,
get it.
dude.
That's how I was Friday. Left to work and I was like, all right, I got until 7 p.m. to get to Milwaukee. 2 hour drive. Stop to go get a 1 foot 1 pound mozzarella stick. Go
Dude,
check
what?
that out on my. I uploaded it too. It's on my YouTube, Dave.
Okay, I'm
It,
gonna go watch you eat this 1 pound, 1 foot mozzarella stick
I
because that
didn't eat
sounds
it
fucking crazy.
all in the video, but I did eat it all in
Okay,
general. It was so good.
is it like a
Oh,
is it like a food challenge?
it. You know what's funny? Everyone kept asking me if it was. It was a regular menu item.
Dude, you can holy shit. Okay,
Like I was like, I could just walk in there and be like, "Hey, yo, let me get the lightning rod mozzarella stick," and there's like, "All right, here you
that's awesome.
go." And I was like, "Oh shit, all right, let me go eat this in my car." It was so good. And
I was
speaking
about
of
to ask, was it
mozzarella
good?
sticks, we got this brand new question I brought to the question sheet that I like asking the talent now. Big
Okay,
Dave, what is your perfect appetizer platter? You have up to 5 items.
5 items. Let's go. Fried pickles.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Already a good start.
I don't know if you've ever had. There's this place in my hometown called Tim's Cajun Kitchen. They had boudin balls. It's just boudin, like deep fried, like a hush puppy.
I am
Those are
for
very
that.
good. It's just like a sausage and rice mixture, like deep
Oh,
fried and hush
yeah.
puppy batter. I'll go cheese sticks. I do love cheese sticks. Maybe like cheese curds. I'm more like a cheese curds. I like the smaller like nugget size
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Um the teriyaki chicken on a stick that you can get like on the appetizer platter from the Chinese
I'm
restaurants and shit
loving
like that.
this. This is a good mix.
Um and then I feel like I gotta go like just like a queso or something like that. Just like
I
but
love it.
maybe like one of them quesos that come out in the stone bowl and they got the shrimps hanging off the side, like they
And
got
it's
meat
all
and shit in it
bubbling.
too. Yeah,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
volcano queso type deal.
With the shrimp, I love that. Sign me up, Dave. There's a reason I was hyped when I would texted you to get on here. I was like, I know this man got some good food takes, and my man's cooking with them, and I'm gonna keep them flowing.
I do like
Big
food.
Dave, what is your perfect sandwich
Perfect sandwich
or
now.
favorite kind of sandwich?
I love Jersey Mike's. I love cold cuts. So like Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's. Jersey Mike's is my favorite, but I'll go to Jimmy John's in a pinch, mainly because they got most of them have a drive through, like at the standalone location, so I can like whip around. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Get a cold cut real quick. Um, my perfect sandwich. Let's go. Dude. I'm hung up on the bread already. There's just so many options. I'll go classic and just say like like a white bread, like a loaf though, not like a slice. Like I'm
Okay.
talking like baguette style white
Yep.
bread. Um, Probably like a club situation. So like ham, turkey, bacon, Swiss cheese. I just really love Swiss cheese. I've always loved Swiss cheese since I was a kid.
Good
Like
cheese.
I really like. I remember at my grandma's house, like looking in her refrigerator and just being like, "What's up with that cheese with the hole in it?" And she was like, "Here, just have a slice of it." And I ate it, and I was like, "This is awesome." And I've just always loved Swiss cheese since then. I don't really know how to describe why I love Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese, spinach. Yet again, I love spinach, dude. Literally, my go-to after the gym is going to Publix and getting a spinach wrap. I look the lady in the eyes and I say, "Put as much spinach as you can humanly fit on this thing." And she was like, "With the spinach wrap?" And I was like, "Yes, I want chicken, like baked chicken, spent like as much spinach as you can possibly hammer in this thing, a little bit of chipotle sauce and cheese." like Swiss cheese, Swiss cheese on that as well, and it'll
What
just
a
be like
wrap!
this big around, just full of spinach. Like you can barely see the chicken or anything. It's awesome.
I mean, it's a good. The spinach is one of the good greens out there, honestly. So more
Yeah,
power to you. I like, and actually, right after the podcast, I'm going to be fucking up this spinach and artichoke dip.
dude, fuck yeah,
Delicious.
I love spinach and artichoke dip as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Maybe like a spicy mayo, like a chipotle mayo on that thing, and then yet again press it on like a panini press or
Oh
something.
yeah.
I love like maybe it's that one, not a cold cut. I do love cold cuts preferably, but if I'm making it myself, it's going on it's going on the panini press.
Mama Hot Dog and I just recently we have this thing in Dubuque, Iowa here. It's like the free marketplace giveaway. And we scored us a panini press. And oh, that thing's the
Let's
game
go.
changer right there.
Big ups to
I
Hot
love
Dog
it.
family with the panini press, dude.
Literally, I was like, I
That's
got my
awesome.
grilled cheese maker right here. I was like, 4 grilled cheeses at a time. Fucking,
Dude.
it's a beautiful thing, Dave. I love my panini press.
That's a wise investment for real.
It was free too, so there was no big investment.
There's no better investment than
Exactly.
Free. You have no skin in this panini press. The panini press fucks up. You didn't pay for it.
Exactly. No, literally, that's what I said. I was like, if this doesn't work, at least it was free. But it works perfectly. And there was also a waffle maker with it, but we did not get the waffle maker. Someone already got that before I showed up.
Damn.
Damn,
you could be eating waffles and panini press right now.
I
panini
know. And then we got this question too, Dave. I'm very curious to know. And it's actually a fan submitted food question here. What is your favorite kind of cookie?
My favorite kind of cookie. Oh man. I'm trying to think of I like the M&M cookie from Great American Cookie Company. Like the ones at the mall.
Oh yeah.
So probably like an M&M cookie like that. My grandmother made really good chocolate chip cookies. But that's like, so I'm super specific about the way chocolate chip cookies are. Like I don't want to be
chewy or a crunchy guy.
I'm a chewy guy.
Okay.
I'll do crunchy, but it feels off to me to eat a hard cookie.
I like when it's crispy edge, chewy center.
I'll say
fresh
that
out
as well.
the oven though.
That's the crispy edge is nice. I do like a crispy edge like that. There's this place called Bird's Famous Cookies. They make like really small crispy cookies. They're like this big around like Cookie Crisp cereal. Those are really good, but they're all crunchy. But those are fire.
Hell yeah. Those are, I actually recently, my job, shout out Hy-Vee, they made these little crispy, sort of like what you said, just a little cookie bucket. And it was fucking delicious. It was perfect on the road for me in my scenario. I was like, quick bites. It was perfect. And we're going to wrap up the last of the food questions with my favorite one. Big Dave, what is your perfect pizza?
Perfect pizza?
Oh yeah.
Hunt Brothers pizza. It don't even have to be, I ain't even got to like make it myself. I'll go to a gas station that just has Hunt Brothers pizza. You just get it's specifically gas station pizza. I don't know if they have that. Where'd you say, Iowa? Is that where you're at?
It is here. Funny enough, Hunt's Brothers is here. I know it's in New York because when I was living there, they had one. I know it's in Ohio because I've been through there and I've seen one. It's out awesome. There.
I love Hunt Brothers pizza. That is like yet again non-sponsored. Maybe they sent me a hat in the mail one time. I tweeted at them a bunch, like tagged them in a bunch of stuff, and they were like, they hit me up and were like, "Dude, do you want a hat?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
That rules.
So they sent me maybe that's sponsored. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, what is though the perfect Hunt's Brother pizza for you?
Oh, I like just the pepperoni, but I like it if it's like maybe not fresh out of the oven, so it's not as greasy, but maybe some of the grease is set off of it in the heating lamp. Maybe it's been in the heating lamp for like 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a little cooled.
It's a little cool and a little old, but it's still warm from the heat lamp.
Oh yeah, we call that thing. I make pizzas and we have that. I was like, that's the heat lamp of death because the slices go in there. They had
Mm-hmm.
2 hours, and then you open it, all the cheese is burnt and shit. I'm like, oh no, I forgot to change the slices out. Shit. But now we're going back to the wrestling questions, Dave, and
Back to wrestling.
I'll continue it with the fan submitted questions. A fan wants to know. I love this question. Will we ever see the return of Big Dave's Holiday Hootenanny Line Dance Challenge?
Oh man. Hey, never say never, right? You know, I think there has there been two or has there been one? My
I
memory,
feel
I
like there
know,
was two.
I think there may have been two, but it's not really hitting. Oh, okay. There wasn't specifically, it wasn't the same as the first one, but there was a secondary one called the Bad Bitch Hootenanny Hoedown at Jameson Shook Show. So there was the Big Dave's Hootenanny Line Dance Open Invitational or whatever it was
I
called.
love it.
I feel like the name got longer every time I said it, honestly. Like
But that's wrestling for we
I
love
added
the
a
long
word somewhere.
names.
Was that at the? I think it was at the 423 Chaos TWE
The No
show. It
Ring
was a no ring
Christmassy bar
show.
show.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, where every match
Hell
was
yeah.
like Christmassy and gimmicked up, and oh, that show
Yeah,
was perfect.
yeah. And I got I want to say I got Sparta kicked by Sigurd off the stage through a door. And I was so rocked by that I proceeded to grab the microphone and just cut the Oklahoma State head coach Stan Gundy promo and just say, "I'm a man, I'm 40."
Yeah, biggest
I'm
fan alive since
I'm,
'99.
I'm 26.
Oh my god, I love it. Well, Dave, we also got this question here. What are some of your pro wrestling goals?
Pro wrestling goals. I really just want to travel more. I'd like to get, I feel like I've done pretty well for myself in the Southeast. I feel like I used to like not be scared to say that, but like feel like I shouldn't say that. You know what I mean? Because just because I don't want anyone to take it like I'm grandstanding or anything like that. But I mean, you can just at this point you can just check my track record. You know what I mean? I've been
Oh
successful
yeah.
everywhere that I've gone. I've become a mainstay at all the major places in the Southeast. So I'd say my one goal for myself, truly above all else, is to just kind of not get away from the area in the sense of like traveling away and forgetting about the Southeast, but more so in the sense of maybe shining up the Southeast along the way, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like
Bringing
I want
that
the
name of
South.
the Southeast somewhere else for maybe a match or two.
Yeah, I want the Southeast to be the destination to go for wrestling. I want top talent to want to come to the Southeast, and then I want top talent from the Southeast to then return to these other places across the map because, I just feel like that's what indie wrestling is, to me at least.
I think it's just one big video game where if you go to another state, you end up in a new location, you've unlocked a new territory.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
TWE is
exactly.
still unlocked or friggin' locked for me still because I have not been there.
Yeah, see, like, and that's exactly what I want to do. I have the little southeastern portion of the map unlocked, but now I want to I feel like my XP's there. I just had to go unlock it. I had to hit pause, and then I had to go like unlock that portion. The XP's there. I just got to
Literally.
go. I just got to get up there, so to speak.
That's literally me with TWE. I'm like, one day it
Yeah,
will happen. And that'll be fucking legendary when it does, because everyone's telling me, oh my, you need to go to TWE. It's way different than any other place. I'm like, and I watch it at home and I'm like, I want to be there. One
yeah.
day, Dave. One
I,
day.
I love TW, man. That's a really special venue.
It looks and feels like it from home, but I can only imagine how it is in person. Everyone all hanging out. The vibe that it gives off is immaculate. The beautiful chairs that they have, the food that I hear that they serve.
Yeah,
It's
super
a
comfy
time.
chairs. I've taken many a nap in the TW Media Center chairs before the show. Just kick back in about 5 of
Oh,
them and rock myself to sleep.
I love it. And then we have this question here, Dave. Another fan submitted one. Is there anyone bigger than Big Dave?
No. Maybe in the physical sense, so to speak, but there is no one bigger than me because I've said it many a times. Being big is a state of mind, brother, and trust and believe that nobody is bigger than I am.
I fucking love it. That is a perfect answer to that one. Then we got this one here, Big Dave. I'll actually do this will be a two-parter. What are some
Okay.
of your favorite wrestling matches you've had so far? As well as what are some of your favorite hoss fights that you've been in?
Hoss. Okay. These are going to overlap a lot. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I just answer the first one, the second one is going to be
Yeah, that's why I
in
was like, you
there
know what? I feel like
somewhere.
this would be a perfect two-parter because it's kind of the same question.
Some of my favorite matches of all time. These are in no. I don't want to say these are ranked. I'm just going to like
Of
throw them out
course.
as I remember them. You know. He's a damn rank bastard that cheated his way to the New South title last night. But I wrestled Derek Neal at Retinal Wrestling in Birmingham, Alabama, and just because Derek, I mean, say what you want about whatever in the ring, he's an asshole, you know. But there's no mistaking that he's like the top guy in the country, if not the world. You know, Derek Neal is the fucking guy. So getting to wrestle him just with the experience that he has and just the learning experience it is getting to fight a guy like that. If you fight a dude like that, it's like Goku fighting Vegeta. Like even if you lose, you're better off for it. So that's probably just favorite of all time. Any match that I have against Sean Christopher, I've said it. I told him and I've typed it and I've said it to people, but I truly think that is like my wrestling soulmate, dude. Every time I think we've wrestled 5 or 6 times now, just various places all around, different circumstances, whatever. And every time is better. Every time we do something cooler. Every time, like it's just a dream. Like we don't really have to. Think too hard about any of it.
Hell yeah! Is there anyone else you'd like to list off?
Oh, dude, yeah, I just got hyped up. I got hyped up for a second, and I was like, "What was the question again?" Rip Bison. There's a hoss
Oh
fight.
hell yeah!
He's the man. Who else comes to mind? Wall, Tyler Stevens, also asshole bastard. You know, whatever. He's the guy. Big dude. That's another hoss. I got to wrestle Cabana Man Dan one time in singles action, right, like before he retired. And as a guy that trained me, that was like a really special match. We just kind of went. It was in Hollis too, like the tournament. I ended up going on to win, but that was really cool because we just kind of left it all on the line. Trainer versus
Oh
trainee, like
yeah!
just went out there and beat the hell out of each other and really gave it all we had. I'm trying to think of like matches recently. Against Ravenna Vane for New South. That was a good one. I think that's on the New South YouTube channel. Most of these are on the New South YouTube channel if anyone wants to go
Oh
check them
hell
out.
yeah!
What the fuck, dude? I feel like this should be an easier question to answer, but then I'm on the spot and I'm like, do I wrestle? Like, tag match against Infrared very early in my career. We had some really good tag matches. Tyler Matrix and Logan James from the Midwest. Me and Lee had some good matches there. Nothing, dude. Nothing else is like super springing to mind. I apologize.
All good, all good. Listen, you listed off quite a few
I'm
there,
just trying to
so
cover. I tried to cover all the bases.
yeah. I was gonna say you've been around for, I mean, hey, 5 years doing the thing. Freaking, you've been all over the place for the Southeast, so I can only imagine.
Yeah, I think in my second year I had 178 matches, and I haven't really slowed down since then. So that was
Holy,
pretty cool.
well,
It was a
well
lot of
then,
wrestling. I had like a every Friday show. I had a every other Monday show. I had fucking dude. I just got to wrestle, dude.
hell yeah, and that'll now bring me to this one here, Big Dave. Is there anyone on your wrestling bucket list?
Wrestling bucket list.
Anyone that you'd love to wrestle sooner than later?
I'm trying to think of people that I haven't wrestled because I feel like that better serves the question for like bucket list. Um, Big Beef, uh, of Ring of Honor fame. He's up there doing the damn thing right now. But it was set up a couple of times and we couldn't make it happen. But that's one that would be really cool to have. I know, dude. He's got a broken collarbone right now, I think, or something. I can't remember specifically what happened, so I don't want to like wish it while he's down. But Colin Delaney, that would that's just he was my first seminar ever in wrestling, and we like loosely kept in touch. I don't want to claim that we're like super BFFs or nothing like that, but so that would just be a cool one, just because he was my first seminar. So that's one that I've always thought about, and I loved him on, of course, WWE CW as a kid. I was like, dude, this Colin Delaney guy who's always hurt with the taped up ribs, he's a badass. He just keeps coming
Oh
out here and
yeah.
getting his ass whooped. Uh, who are some other ones? I don't know. I don't really like, people make the lists and stuff, right? Like they write their list downs of their dream opponents that they want to wrestle this year and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. I don't ever really like super have those. I've been very fortunate to have like already like checked off so many great opponents. Like I don't know why, dude. I didn't list like, now that I'm thinking about it through this lens, you know what I mean? That you're asking like, who are some dream opponents that you have? Now I feel like I can literally better answer the question before that you asked me, because it's like I got to wrestle Dijak, I got to wrestle Kurt Stallion Rogers, I got to wrestle Mike Bennett, I've got to wrestle, who else is coming here? Mad Dog Connolly in a dog collar match. Like I've checked off so many cool opponents already that I don't want to downplay the fact that they are cool opponents, you know what I mean? But it's not something that like is always at the forefront of my mind until after the fact, and I really think about it like right now. So I don't have like dream opponents for the future or anything like that. I'm really just like goal driven in wrestling. So like the traveling thing, that's what I'm worried about. And maybe along the way, like 6 months from now, if I've checked off that like travel more list, then I'll think about it and I'll be like, holy shit, I've wrestled some really fucking cool people
Oh
along the way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love it. Well, now that'll bring me to this question then, Dave. Would you ever consider doing a death match?
Oh man. Oh man. You're not the first person to ask me this.
Because I know
I,
KOBK can get a little crazy
KOBK
sometimes.
does get a little crazy. They're all crazy boys. I mean, I'm not like a tame man by any means. You know what I mean? I would. I feel like I would do one. You know, and if I don't want to say enjoyed it. Do you enjoy that? You know,
You'd be
if it was so,
surprised.
if it was something that like I felt like I excelled at, I would maybe look into it as something. But I'm down to get wild. I've had many people tell me that, I always have a different level to me when I'm in like bunkhouse matches or bull rope matches, or,
Oh,
any
yeah.
type of thing like that. That's kind of my groove, you know what I mean? So if that ever transitions more into a death match lane, I wouldn't be against it, but it's not necessarily something that I'm not gonna post on Facebook after this and be like, any deathmatch shows running. You know what I mean?
I love it. No, hey, that's a perfect way to state it too, because not many people want to dabble in the craziness, but I know you're always down to bleed and friggin' you
I'll toe
said
the
bull
line on some
ropes.
crazy now.
Yeah, absolutely. And now that'll bring me to this question here. Big Dave, who is on your pro wrestling Mount Rushmore? And it's your personal one, so you got 4 names to pick from. Let's hear it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rey Mysterio, Magnum TA. Who would be the third? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna turn my head and I'm gonna look at my action figure collection, and I'm gonna see who. Oh, I don't want to say Sting, man, because I don't go back now and be like, dude, I gotta watch this Sting match. You know, like that's not something that I do
You
regularly.
know,
But
I've been saying that lately. I'm like, man, I've been in the mood to watch this Dusty Rhodes match. I've been on
I
a
did.
big Dusty Rhodes kick
I
lately.
love Dusty Rhodes. I'll throw Stan Hansen in at the 4th on my Mount Rushmore. Now that I've
There
thought more
you
about it,
go.
but
Hell yeah.
yeah, that I love Sting just because he's another one that's kind of like Rey Mysterio. Is like I remember loving him as a kid. Stone Cold Steve Austin is just like he was my favorite as a kid, and then his transition into I'll go back now and be like, dude, I gotta fucking watch this Stone Cold Steve Austin match from fucking Raw, fucking
Oh yeah.
1994. Like just some
When he's
like
beating up D'Lo Brown.
yeah, literally like I gotta go watch shit like that. So that's why he's like at the top of my Mount Rushmore.
Hell yeah. And I was gonna Magnum TA is quite a choice, I must say. I was gonna say, I
I
feel
love
like he has a big impact on the look of Big Dave.
yeah. Everyone told me when I started training that I looked just like Magnum TA. So by default, I started watching Magnum TA, and then just watching him as a young wrestler who is trying to just figure out what the fuck am I doing out here, brother. I found that he was like I don't want to say easy to emulate, but he was someone that I could draw inspiration from just in the things that he did. It's literally like, dude, my belly to belly is called the Magnum Reloaded just because like
Oh hell yeah.
that's his shit. So like, here's my homage to him, brother. Thank you for fucking having so many on matches on YouTube that I could watch.
I love it. And Dave, we got 6 questions left on the board.
We're
I
cooking.
gotta know.
We're cooking.
Oh yeah, I gotta know. I got no Big Dave. Any cool interests outside of pro wrestling?
Um, dude, let me think. I'm not like, do I like I play the drums? You know what I
Oh
mean?
hell yeah.
I have 5 cats now, so my drum playing is uh is downgraded a lot. Like I haven't touched it in probably 3 years, but for literally my whole life I've played the drum. I don't want to scare my cats, dude.
Oh yeah, I
I
was
can't
gonna say you
subject
got
them to
all
that
those.
unruliness. Um, you know, I feel like financially, if it allowed, I would like rent a storage unit somewhere that allowed like shit like that, and then go
You
there
gotta
for
get a
just
nice
like
big shed.
yeah, something like that. And then just like but I used to when I lived alone, I used to just go to my attic. I had this little attic area that I put it in. And I would just be up there for hours, dude. I would just play along the songs. I
Oh
never
hell
like took
yeah.
I never took lessons or nothing like that. It all started when I was like maybe 11. It was my birthday, and my uncle asked me what I wanted, and I said I want a skateboard. And my brother had just like cartwheeled down a hill 7 times and shattered his wrist on a skateboard. So my dad was like, "Do not get Dave a skateboard." So then when I got in the truck with my uncle, he was like, "Well, what do you want?" I said, "Well, can I get a drum set?" He tries to call my dad. My dad doesn't answer. My uncle's an asshole. So he just takes me to Guitar Center and buys me a drum set and sets it up in our living room before my dad gets home. And when my dad gets home, there is a drum set literally set up between the couch and the TV. It's the couch, a drum set, the TV. And my dad is like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he was like, "Well, you told me I couldn't get him a skateboard, dude. This is the second thing that he said that he wanted." So that's where it all started. And then it got moved out to my uncle's house, and I would go to his house and like I would just tinker with it. And I guess he got tired of me like just like fucking like drumming out of rhythm and shit like that. So he came up there with a sound system that he had because him and my brother both played guitar and bass and all that kind of shit. So they had all the sound equipment in the world that you could
Oh
imagine.
yeah.
He came in there with a sound system and set it up, hooked a radio, or not a radio, his like original like big black iPod, like the big chunky iPod with the wheel on it, you
Oh
know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? He hooked that up to it and put on like a Leonard Skinner 16 greatest hit CD and was like, sit here and listen to it and start playing the parts that you can and then put it all together and just try to make it sound like it does on here. And so I literally just sat there and just like I would skip through and find the easiest songs and just listen to the drum parts on them, like on each one, until I found the easy ones that were just like, okay, this one is just like tapping, like something I could identify, and basically like the beat sample videos where they break it down to stems
Yep.
and shit like that. Like basically like I could compartmentalize it in my head of listening to it, like okay, I can learn this because the hi-hat is just this, and I can just sit there and do that and listen to the song all the way through and keep time on the hi-hat. And then maybe after I do that one or two times, I'll start adding in the bass drum, or maybe it's the snare. And then just after, I mean, dude, I did that forever because that's not like I feel like that's not a normal way to learn how to play the drums. I watch all these instructional videos sometimes now that I'm like grown. They'll just come up on my TikTok or whatever. And I'm just like, I feel like I would have been going crazy if I would have just found any of these when I was 11 years old instead of like 2 years of listening to Leonard Skinner's greatest hits or whatever else was on my uncle's iPod and trying to drum along to him. But now it's just like after years of that and then like watching some stuff after I grew up, I've just been able to like piece it all together. That's like that was always like a big release thing for me. If I had a shitty day, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna go up there and like blow my eardrums out for fucking 4 hours.
Hell yeah. Well, we talked the
Other than
music.
that, oh
Oh,
yeah,
go
dude, let's
for
keep it
it.
rolling. I
Continue,
was just gonna say,
continue.
other than that, it's really just video games, dude. I love playing video games. That's
Well,
my big.
what are so that means I can ask the video game question then before I get into the music question.
Okay,
Big Dave, what is your favorite video game console of all time? Your favorite
console,
one and the top 3 games you played on it.
console. I want to say just because I had like such a good time with it as a kid, so I have like fond memories of the console. I've always been an Xbox guy. Let me say that. So all along the way, I've had it. Like my uncle had a Xbox as a kid. That's how it started. I picked up a 360 instead of a PlayStation when I was like 14. Um, but like probably my favorite console, just because of like that's what it was like the first console that I had access to that I played a bunch was the GameCube. There was a WrestleMania game on there. I just downloaded the ROM for it. I have a Steam Deck. That's like my favorite thing in the
Oh,
world right
hell
now is
yeah.
the goddamn Steam Deck, dude.
You
I'm
can
like,
do so much damage with the Steam
I,
Deck. It's a
dude,
beautiful thing.
dude, dude. We could go a whole other. I feel like 4 hours if I just talked about my love of the device that is this fucking Steam Deck. Uh, it's WrestleMania. It's like XIX, but I don't know what those Roman numerals
It's
are. But
either 18 or 17 or
it's a
19 or one of
it's a
them.
game with fucking. It's like a big firework explosion in the back, and Kurt Angle's on the front, like fucking going like this, and then there's like some other shit going on.
Live searching
Let's go.
it.
Let's go. That would be top 3 games on the GameCube. Super Smash Bros. I think it was Melee that was on the GameCube because that was the older one. And a third, fuck, that was really my big. Tony Hawk Underground.
Oh, I love that game. That's one of
Yeah,
my personal favorites.
I
I
got
think
into
it is
skate.
19.
19, was that the WrestleMania? Did you see the
It's,
cover I'm talking about with
yeah,
fucking
it's
Kurt
Kurt
Angle?
Angle, Stone Cold, and The Rock.
Yep.
It says it's the sequel to 18, so I can only imagine that would be 19.
The game fucking sucks. It's not a good game. I downloaded the ROM for it, played it for fucking 10 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm deleting the emulator off this fucking Steam Deck. I'm just going to get a fucking PlayStation emulator and play like fucking Here Comes the Pain or something.
Gotta get good old freaking, oh my god, Crush Hour. The one with the
Yeah.
cars. Oh my
I'm gonna,
god, that's a
yeah,
crazy one.
yeah, that's gonna be. I've been wanting to start Twitch streaming. Maybe that's what I do is fucking go on fucking Twitch and play the shittiest wrestling games you've ever seen in your
You gotta
life.
get that on there. Then you gotta get Legends of Wrestling. You
Legends
gotta
of
get
Wrestling.
WWE All Stars. You gotta get
Yeah.
them all.
I convinced myself that the most recent like little cartoony WWE game that came out was good because I got it on the Switch and I really wanted it to be good, you know? Like the one where you like throwing people in the alligators' mouths and shit like
I
that.
know exactly what I forgot what it's called, but I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I put like 2 hours into it, and I was like, man, yeah, maybe this is fun. Maybe I love this little arcadey wrestling game. And then I discovered Fire Pro Wrestling, and I was like,
Oh yeah,
no, I'm definitely just gonna go do that instead.
Fire Pro is so good. I was gonna say I'm currently doing a gameplay of the SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 for the PlayStation 2. That game, oh, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
But I also now we're moving on to the music question here, Big Dave. If you could book your dream concert lineup, 3 to 4 bands or artists, anyone from any time period, dead or alive, What
Whew.
would the lineup be? I
Oh
see
man,
you got 3 very cool posters right behind you.
dude, yeah, this is just like a small splash into like the eclectic fucking drop in the bucket. I feel like I'm not trying to like be one of those assholes who's like, oh, I'm so different because I listen. But my music taste is literally just like so across the board. Like I've been getting really into this fucking Russian rap lately. I don't know if you've listened to any of this shit. That shit is hard. In middle school I took Russian and I was like fluent enough to keep foreign exchange students. I have base level understanding now. So like every like 10 words that these guys say on these fucking Russian drill beats, I'll catch it and I'll be like, haha, and I'll kind of chuckle to myself and I'll try to imagine what the fuck they're talking about. I can't understand it at all, but it's just like, I don't know. I like the fucking vibe of it, dude. So dream concert line. I feel like it could be a festival. Um,
The Big Dave Fest, the biggest festival alive since
For real,
'99.
dude. And it's just me standing on a stage with my fucking iPhone and my Spotify DJ and I'm just hitting next song and then just fucking like holding my fucking yeah. Um let's start off headliner Gucci Mane. I fucking love Gucci Mane. I stole my brother's iPod at probably around 10 years old, and Gucci Mane was on there, and I listened to the State versus Redrick Davis, and I was like, this motherfucker is awesome. Gucci Mane. I'm trying to think. I want to get like I want to get genres, like different genres on here, so I'm trying to think of like my favorite from each genre. Um, let's go fucking Led Zeppelin for rock on the lineup. Let's get, what are we getting for country in here? Fuck, I just bled to death in a Willie Nelson shirt last night, so I feel like I should say Willie Nelson. Let's go Johnny Cash there, just because the Johnny Cash was like my first favorite country artist. I'm really big into like one of my favorite things when I'm listening to a song is like feeling like the folks that are singing the song are feeling what they're fucking feeling. You know what I mean? Um, So Johnny Cash as a kid, I hated country music because all that was on the radio that my dad listened to was like fucking I drive a big truck and I fucking pack a dip in my lip and I drink beer. And I was like, that's fucking lame, dude. This sucks. On my brother's iPod, Johnny Cash. I listened to Johnny Cash and I was like, yeah, dude, this motherfucker is singing about some shit that he's been through. This is fucking awesome. So I've always gravitated towards like significantly older country music or modern artists, kind of like fucking Tyler Childers or Sturgill Simpson or guys that sound like they're from the fucking 1980s.
Oh yeah.
So I'll go Johnny Cash there. Who else are we gonna throw in here? I feel like I could go like look at my Spotify or something and get some inspiration for this. I'm gonna take a brief scroll, but I'm gonna keep talking
Let's
while
do
I do
it.
it, just so I can kind of refresh my brain of what I've been listening to lately. Let's
That's
go
how it is for
fucking.
me.
I'm trying
Because
to
it
think.
changes so much.
What is the shit that I've been fucking bumping? Oh, the Violent Femmes. I don't know if a lot of people like.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you fuck with the Violent Femmes, Hot Dog Dewey?
Dude, when I'm walking in the sun, oh fuck,
Hell
I'm already
yeah,
fucking up the lyrics, but let me
dude.
go out
No,
like a
no, no.
blister in the sun, baby.
That's it. Blister in the Sun, dude. I fucking love the Violent Femmes. That's my dad told me the first time he heard me listening to him, he was like, dude, this is the music that I was fucking smoking weed and listening to at like goddamn 17 years old. What the fuck are you doing listening to this? And I was like, this guy is awesome. It sounds like he's just whining on every song. So let's go to the Violent Femmes. I could interchange the Violent Femmes or like the B-52s there because
Okay.
they both scratch like the same music itch for me of like just that weird fucking whiny voice. You know what I mean? So B-52s. Let's say if the Violent Femmes cancel, the B-52s are going to fill in for them in the music.
What a wild backup. I love
um,
it.
Shit. Then like, dude, let's throw like a wild card in there. My old lady really likes like Chapel Roan and Sabrina Carpenter, so some of that like girly pop now that's
Of
going on.
course.
I like there's this one Chapel Roan song that I like, Naked in Manhattan. My old lady hates when I do it in the car, but fucking on this Chapel Road song on the chorus, I'll fucking sing it like the lead singer of the B-52s, and they'll just look at me and be like, "Stop doing it! You're messing up the song." But I'll throw in fucking I'll throw in Chapel Roan right there just as a shout out.
I love it. What a perfect freaking concert lineup. And now I also got this question here. Big Dave, are you 420 friendly? I gotta know.
I am indeed 420 friendly.
Well, hell yeah. Well, now I gotta know. Big Dave, what is your dream blunt rotation? You got up to 4 names.
Oh, Dream
It could literally be anyone.
Anyone in the whole entire world.
Oh yeah, it could be cartoons. I know some people are like,
ooh.
Yeah, let me get Bill Nye the Science Guy on there. I'm like, oh god, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get a little whimsical. We're gonna go Kermit the Frog. Jeffrey Lebowski, like the dude from The Big Lebowski, Jeff Bridges' character from The Big Lebowski. The shark from Jaws, like if he was cool. If he could just like, if he could just kind of, we could be in a boat and he could just kind of come up and we'll just like stick it in his blowhole or something. Sharks don't have that. Sharks do not have that.
I
love it. And Dale Earnhardt. So Dale Earnhardt, Larry Bird.
That is a great fucking lineup right there. That actually now brings me to this question. I also got to know, Big Dave, what is your favorite cannabis strain?
I feel like I don't live in a legal state, so I haven't known truly what strain I'm smoking in a long time. You know what I mean? But I've always been like, what has been when it has been told to me is what it is. I've always enjoyed like diesel, like sour diesel, or anything leaning towards that way. Just anything that gives off that strong fucking diesel smell. I'm a sativa guy. I don't like to be KO'd when I'm fucking high. There's times that I do, you know, but I like indica, like edibles and shit like that. If I'm going to eat an edible, I would prefer it to be an indica so I could fucking like crash out and
sleep. And eat a whole bag of puffy Cheetos in the middle of it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Then you wake up with all the orange dust on you and like, oh yeah, that happened last night.
That's what I did.
I currently have, this one's my favorite right here. This is cherry pie. And then I recently picked up this delicious apple fritter, so I got some nice baked goods going on in the
That sounds dude. Yeah, you're living the life over there.
It's fucking big illegal over here too, and I gotta go over borders to get my stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've made some special trips.
Oh, good. All of us have. We love Michigan here. But we got 3 questions left on the board, Dave. I gotta know, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time? Definitely The Big Lebowski. I rewatch that movie multiple times a year, so I have to stamp that out as my favorite.
Hell yeah. That is quite a classic movie.
Yeah. I like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. That's another one that I'll just throw on.
Hell yeah. And now we got this one, second to last question. Big Dave, what has been the most gratifying moment of your wrestling career so far?
I would definitely say winning the New South Championship, just because like that being the place that I trained, that being the place that like I started out as security, like taking people to their seats, like that's a place where I really fucking like busted my ass and paid dues to the business and fucking like grew as a wrestler and as a performer. Met some of like my closest friends and like really grew my life around that place. So winning the New South Championship and just being like the guy there, that's definitely a very gratifying feeling. Or anytime that like someone I look up to like gives me that nod, you know what I mean? That's always like that always makes me feel good about myself.
Hell yeah. Well, Big Dave, we're down to the last question. The final question, the whole reason we got this podcast, 99 episodes deep. I gotta know, and so does the wrestling community, Big Dave, what is your favorite kind of soup?
Oh shit. Man, I love like a potato soup. But I also love like a lobster bisque now. So maybe
Oh,
if any of you crazy chef people out there could figure out a way to concoct a lobster bisque
you're
chef
talking to
or
the
not
right
chef,
guy right here.
Dewey, I need you to work on a fucking lobster bisque potato soup combination. Now this could also be like a lobster soup or lobster bisque
Chowder,
chowder situation, yeah. Does
where
that
it's
what
got the
classifies a
chunks.
chowder? Is because the chunks are in it?
Yeah,
Like, okay, maybe this
but
is
I
like a
wouldn't be
lobster bisque
against it.
chowder. But you gotta have like the bisque base though. You know what I mean? Like that fucking.
I'm liking. I see. This is
Maybe it's
why
gnocchi. Maybe instead of like chunks of potatoes, we have like lobster bisque with gnocchi in it, like a potato pasta.
you are officially runner-up for guest of the month right here, and it's already the
Hey,
first episode of the month.
hey,
First off, lobster bisque is also my favorite soup.
let's go.
And that is the most greatest fucking idea I have ever heard in my
Could be
goddamn
something.
life.
Could be something. And maybe
Dave,
if
you
I
might have set up my lunch and dinner for tomorrow.
dude, if you get it whooped up, dude, DM me. Let me know what this is like. And then I'll
And
let me
if
know
I
what you did
and
because I'll
when
run
we
to the
see each
store.
other, I'll make sure a pint is in your hands when I
Let's
see
go.
you.
And I will go straight to the microwave at the venue and I'll heat it up and I'll eat it right then. I don't care what I'm doing.
Well, fuck yeah. Big Dave, we've hit the end of the interview. We talked the soup. The fucking maybe the soup of our lives right here. This
Yeah,
is
dude, we got
that
to get
part
on
though.
this.
I'm putting you on the big spotlight.
Oh,
Plug your
fuck.
social medias. Where can we see you next? Merch plug, all that good stuff.
My next show, Saturday, Arab, Alabama. If you're in the northern Alabama area and you're listening to the fucking Dewey the Hot Dog Deathmatch United podcast, let's get out here. I know your tendrils reach far, Dewey, and I know they're reaching into Arab, Alabama, and I know you Arab Alabamians are listening to this podcast. I don't give a fuck if my back's hurt. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm gonna fucking whoop Derek Neal's ass, and I'm gonna fucking get the new South title back. Now that I've got the spiel out of the way for my next date, just kind of some things that I have coming up. I will be in Las Vegas Mania weekend. So if you're a Las Vegas Mania booker man listening in right now, cut your boy a line. You know, I got my fishing lines out already, but throw your boy a bite. You can catch me on Instagram at Big Dave PW, on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck, at Dave Weaver or Big Dave since '99. I have a Big Dave Facebook page. I got one of them professional whatever Facebook accounts, Dave Weaver in parentheses, Big Dave. Hit me up, watch my reels on there, send them to your grandma so Mark Zuckerberg will send me some fucking $15 a month or whatever the hell Facebook checks y'all have been cashing these days. Well, I want in on that. I want in on the meta money. I want in on social media paying me for fucking posting reels. That's awesome. I think my TikTok's the same, Big Dave PW. It'll be Dave Weaver or Big Dave PW at any
I'm the
one
same
of
way.
these
I'm just
social
like, if you
medias.
type in Dewey the Hot Dog anywhere,
Yeah,
it's more than likely me.
you're coming up.
Hell yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
Big Dave, before we put a big bow on this episode, anything you want to tell the fans out there?
Stay big. Being big being the biggest man alive ain't about being big, and it ain't about being a man. You can wake up every day, and you can also be the biggest man alive if you just tap into that mindset. That's my message.
Well,
KOBK.
hell yeah. KOB fucking K.
Yeah.
For the biggest man alive since 99, Big Dave. I'm Dewey the Hot Dog. Deathmatch United, soups, death matches, and all good things in between. And I'll catch you on the